Hey guys, it's Lori. Today we're going to make some Southern Keto biscuits. Some bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits to be specific. First of all, I want to say these do not taste like low carb or keto food. And I'd be the first one to tell you if it did, trust me. They do have the taste and the texture of a regular drop biscuit. They don't taste like egg. They don't taste gritty. Like they don't have a gritty texture at all. All the ingredients are pretty common with the exception of possibly the almond flour, and you don't want almond meal. You want blanched almond flour, and we're going to sift it too. That's really a key part to making a good texture for these biscuits. Now let's talk about where this recipe came from. It came from the Southern Keto Cookbook by Natasha Newton. It comes in spiral bound for $30.78, paperback for $15.49, and right now there just so happens to be a coupon for $3.10 off. And there's also the Kindle version. This is going to be linked below in the description box. If you don't have a Kindle, no worries. You can always read it on any device with the free Kindle app. It sounds like an advertisement, doesn't it? It's not. I assure you, it is not an advertisement. I'm just sharing because I think it's pretty great. Now let's talk about the recipe. So in this video, you're going to see me make actually a double batch for a couple of reasons. First, I'm feeding myself and 5 hungry guys. So there's the main reason. And the second reason is because I'm actually going to make them into biscuit sandwiches this time. So they need to be a little bit bigger. It's also important to know that I measured this particular recipe on my kitchen scale in grams, also for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's more accurate. Even though I normally don't even measure, I just kind of go by guesswork and it usually turns out. But I do like to have the accuracy for this so you get the perfect biscuit every time. Second, it's less mess. You don't need to use measuring cups or, whatever else you might need to use. So as for the ingredient list, you need, like I said, the blanched almond flour, and that's going to be sifted, and baking powder, a little bit of salt, sour cream, butter, and eggs. That's it. So let's get into the video. You would normally bake these at 400 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes, but since they're a little larger than usual, I'm going to go ahead and bake them for 15 minutes. Since I'm making these into biscuit sandwiches, I've already cooked a pound of bacon, and now while the biscuits are in the oven, we're going to get some cheesy eggs cooked. Please do let me know if you make this. And I also want to add to you that there's all sorts of variations that you can do with these biscuits. Like if I'm just making regular biscuits, I like to, right as soon as they come out of the oven, I like to put on, brush on some melted butter. Usually I do melted butter with garlic in it, so melted garlic butter. You can throw in a handful of shredded cheddar and a little bit of oregano. Mix that all in with just mix it right in with the mix. You don't have to change anything else. Just throw it in, mix it in, and you have Cheddar Bay biscuits or the Red Lobster biscuits. Oh, so good. And I mean to tell you, they really, really do taste so similar to the Red Lobster biscuits. It's a great copycat recipe for that. You can use them for biscuits and gravy. You can drop them on top of a shepherd's pie instead of potatoes. I have used it as a crust for like a pizza pie or another casserole dish. And you do have to get it really thin when you use it that way, but I'm still working on perfecting that one. So we'll see about that. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.